Hello and welcome to the special edition of the short Vort on both Parshas Mikeitz, the Parshas Hashavua, as well as Shabbos Chanukah. Today's main topic will be Dreidel. It's not just a game. Now, in Parshas Mikeitz, it's actually connected to Parshas Vayeshev and actually really connected even to Vayigash. It's a three-part story with the suspense in the middle of Mikeitz. It doesn't get resolved then. But in Vayeshev, we have Yosef, the favorite son of Yaakov Avinu, who by the end of the parsha, he's moved from being the top, that favorite son, to the bottom. He's sold as a prisoner, as a slave. But that's in Vayeshev. But in Mikeitz, it starts out that he's in jail. But by the end of the parsha, he's the viceroy. He's the second in command, in charge of Mitzrayim, which is basically going to be the ones in charge of the world, like the United States today. He was the vice president of the United States of Egypt. So we see Hashem has the power to move things dynamically, very quickly, from top to bottom, from bottom to top. It doesn't matter. So that's why we should have emunah. Now, what is the difference between Mikeitz and Vayeshev? In Vayeshev, it was Yosef talking about his dreams, how everyone's going to serve him. He's going to be the leader and the king. That's when you go from that arrogant position, you go from top to bottom. However, if you're trying to help other people, whether it's Sarah Mashkim, Sarah Ofen, the baker, or the one in charge of the alcohol, or even the Paro himself, when you're helping other people with their dreams to make their dreams come true, then you can go from bottom to the top. So that's the difference from moving top to the bottom, because you are working for yourself, and going from the bottom to top when you help other people fulfill their dreams. Now, moving on to Chanukah. In Chanukah, the Dreidel game was the game that Jews used to hide from the Greeks. That when the Greeks came, they were forbidden from learning Torah. They would quickly stop the topic of learning the Torah Sheba'al Peh and start playing the gambling game of Dreidel. But those Nun, Gimel, Hey, Shin, Neitz Gadol Hayasham is not just a game, but it has a different message. It represents his Bnei Yissasschar. And I heard this from Rabbi Paysoch Krohn, who quoted the Bnei Yissasschar, that it's the 4 different galios. First, you have the nefesh, that the Babylonians came, and nefesh ki sakriv korban Hashem. Through korbanos, through the offerings, you get closer to Hashem. Korban is something about korevas, becoming close. But when the Beis Hamikdash was destroyed, we lost that connection. That was a spiritual attack on our nefesh. The second galus is the guf, with the gimel. And that was Haman wanted to destroy all Jews. It wasn't about religion. He just wanted to kill us all. The third one is Shin, for Seichel, the assimilation that happened with the Greeks. That it was about the culture. So that was the third gullus. But the worst gullus all is the Hakol, the Hay for Hakol, the one we're in now. It has all the above. We have people like Hamas want to destroy us. In America, they love us, but it's causing assimilation. And the cultural, the seichel, the wars, the things are changing, things you wouldn't believe that people are saying now. And Jews are buying into it also. Unfortunately, so many Jews don't know even the words of Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. So those letters from Neitz Gadol Hayasham could be arranged for Gimel Shin Nun He Goshna. When Yaakov Avinu went down to Mitzrayim, what did he do? He sent Yehuda ahead to build the yeshivos there, so that there'd be a defense coming, so the Jews would not assimilate easily in Egypt. And you know what else about those letters? Those letters add up to 358 in their gematria, the numerical value, and that's the same value as the word Moshiach. And 3 is 358 also. So when the dreidel keeps on spinning, but eventually it ends and the Jews remain. But we want the Jews to spin and the spinning to stop eventually, very soon, so that we can start the Moshiach. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful week, wonderful Shabbos, and a wonderful Chanukah. Thank you for listening. Like, share, and subscribe.